Welcome to a new Voltlog, and today we're taking a closer look at the Reolink RLC-81MA, which is a dual lens, dual view 4K security camera. And at first, when Reolink reached out to me to send this product for review, I thought this is not going to be very interesting for my viewers. I don't necessarily need an extra security camera, so I was about to turn down the offer when I noticed that this camera actually has a dual lens system, which allows you to view both a close-up and a wide view of the scene at the same time. And surely this is a very interesting feature that if you ever installed a security camera you wished you had. So this is like a small bullet type IP camera. It has PoE capability. It can record on a micro SD card, or it can connect to an NVR or FTP server of your choice. It is IP66 waterproof rated, so it's good for outdoor usage. You get a nice Reolink app for viewing the camera remotely. It's got that color night vision option and various detection features, among other things that we will review in this video. Now, full disclosure, as always, this unit was sent in for free by Reolink for the purpose of this review. And should you decide to order one, there will be some links in the description below, and they are currently running a promotion, so you can get this camera with a discount from its normal price. In my case, they had this camera in an EU warehouse, and I believe it was Amazon fulfillment, so it was shipped to me very quickly via local courier. Inside the box, you'll find a quick start guide, some stickers, some more information about the installation procedure and how to maintain its waterproof ratings, the camera itself, which is very well packed, and some mounting accessories as well as a short Ethernet cable. As you can see, this camera is very compact. It fits into my hand. It comes with this adjustable mounting stand, and on the front we do notice the two different camera lenses. There's two infrared LEDs and there's one white light LED, and on the bottom of the camera we have a speaker which is likely used for the two-way audio functionality. On the back side we have a panel which is screwed in. This hides the micro SD card. The connectors include these cute little waterproof covers, which is nice. So we have the RJ45 PoE connector. We also get a 12 volt DC input, which takes less than 1 amp if you prefer to use that. And we also have a reset switch. Now, I don't have a Reolink NVR or any NVR for that matter, so I'll be inserting an SD card to record some test footage during this review process. And please keep in mind that this camera only supports an SD card up to 256 gigabytes, which Reolink claims can record continuously for up to 58 hours with default settings. But before we continue with that, let me quickly mention the sponsor of this video, PCBWay.com, who is celebrating their 9th anniversary, and they are currently offering various discount coupons and gifts if you place your order now. For example, you can get up to 50% discount on your 3D printing order, or you can also apply for a sponsorship if you're building a non-profit project. Check out their website, link below. Setting up the camera with the Reolink app was a very smooth and quick process. I mean, if you already have the Reolink app installed, then you already have an account with them. You just have to power on the camera and it will be automatically detected on the network in a matter of seconds. Then it will ask you to create a password for accessing the camera. You give it a name, and that's pretty much all that's needed. Then you can just swipe left or right and you can view the two live video feeds coming from the camera. You can even view them both at the same time by enabling this so-called immersive view option. And this is my first time interaction with the Reolink app, but it just feels pretty intuitive. You have the different camera snapshots on the main screen. You can enter a particular view. You can get a few controls at the top. For example, you can manually sound the siren from the speaker on the camera, or you can manually turn on the color night vision mode, which enables the white LED, or you can turn on this immersive view where it shows both streams at the same time. And my personal thoughts about color night vision on security cameras is that it's a super nice feature, but at the same time, if you have to enable that white LED light, it clearly gives the camera position away to people passing by. and in my view it attracts attention, especially if the camera is aimed at a more public place. So I personally keep that feature turned off on my other security cameras which support it. In terms of viewing and downloading footage, there are a couple of ways of doing it, but to get the highest quality you need to select the option for quality that says clear, and you're only able to do that while in single view mode. As for downloading the footage, it's best to switch to normal view. With viewing just a single stream, you select high quality where it says clear, then you find your footage, you click download, where you can once again select the start and stop of your clip, and then it is downloaded to your smartphone if you're using the mobile app. Reolink also offers a PC client app, and ultimately that's my preferred way for when I need to search and download footage from a security camera. It's much faster for me to do that on a big screen. I've downloaded and installed their Windows app. Once again, premium experience from this company. The camera was automatically detected. Then from the app, I can access all of the camera settings, and I also get a much nicer way of viewing the recordings, selecting what I'm interested, downloading clips, viewing the different detections that might have happened on this nice wide timeline. Now, looking at the settings of the camera, we can see the available SD card space up at the top, and you have the option of enabling alarms for the various detections and zones that you can set up. And I guess that can be useful for some remote locations where you would want to be notified instantly if there is a detection. But if you install the camera in a more day-to-day scenario with lots of detections, then the alarm feature is always disabled on my cameras, because otherwise I would get dozens of alarms each day. And as we notice here in the settings, you can also do this so-called AI detection, and it can identify person, vehicles and pets, and it can accordingly mark these on the timeline, and you have adjustable sensitivity to these different detections. However, personally, I could not get any such detection to work, and maybe it's due to the distance to the target. I'm not sure. Maybe it's due to incorrect settings. I was standing at approximately 10 meters away from the camera when I ran my testing, and it just didn't detect me. It just detected it as a basic motion detection. I did some testing with the alerts, and they're pretty quick to receive on the smartphone app. Like within 5 seconds of triggering the alarm, I get a push notification on my phone, which is connected via the mobile data connection. And you don't need to have the app opened like I'm showing here. I'm just keeping it open so that I can screen record this on my phone. We also get control over the recording schedule. You can have it continuously record just on a particular schedule, or you can opt to only record when a certain detection event has happened. We have a setting for the white LED brightness, and you may need to do that depending on the objects around the camera. Maybe there are some reflections which you want to dim down. You can also have the spotlight turn on automatically or on a schedule. Here is a sample of the video quality from both of the lenses, and it looks pretty good with this sensor being 8 megapixel, and the image is nice and sharp, at least in daylight. And one thing to note here is, because Reolink fails to mention this on their website, the main wide lens at 2.8mm provides a field of view of 109 degrees with the full resolution of 3840 by 2160 at 20 frames per second. And this is what they don't mention, is that the secondary zoom lens at 8mm provides a field of view of 43 degrees with only a 2304 by 1296 resolution at 15 frames per second. So a lower resolution and lower frame rate for the secondary zoomed in view. Whether that's a problem for your particular use case, you'll have to decide for yourself. And I think they also support both H.264 and the more efficient H.265, which is recommended for the higher bitrate, which is recommended to be used on the higher resolution cameras. The two infrared LEDs should cover up to 30 meters of distance. Obviously, at the outer limit, the quality will drop a lot, but what you can do is to provide additional light and switch the color night vision mode. I believe Reolink also offers these smart PoE connected floodlights, so you can have those turn on based on some events like motion detection, and then you'll probably get a much higher quality image than with the built-in IR light on night mode. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to capture any night footage because I tested this camera at my office, but there are plenty of sample footage available on YouTube. We also get a two-way audio option, and you can listen in on the camera microphone from the app, and the audio is pretty decent, but you can also talk back and it will play it on the small camera speaker. Obviously that will sound kind of bad, but I don't think many users rely on that function anyways. So because of its dual lens system, it feels like this is an ideal camera for scenarios like a front entrance type of placement where you want to maybe visualize your main entrance, your door or your car, while still maintaining, you know, the alley view or the main street access in view. And for other types of scenarios, you'll probably be better off with a single lens camera. But either way, this Reolink model feels like great value for money because you're basically getting two cameras into one package, and one small package that is. The build quality is solid on this camera, their app works very nice, and although I don't have one of their NVRs, I think setting it up with their own NVR should be as smooth as, you know, it was onboarding the camera with the smartphone app. I do have two other outdoor security cameras from Dahua, and I must say that the Reolink experience has been much nicer with an easier onboarding process, a better app on mobile and on the PC. Just the simple task of playing back something over the Dahua app is very slow, not to mention downloading footage, which is nearly impossible to do over the mobile app. Now the Reolink experience is miles ahead. I could even say that it comes close to the Ubiquiti security camera experience because I also have a few of those installed, and it really comes close to the experience I get from Ubiquiti. And this pretty much concludes my review of this camera. It's a great little camera, very good value for money, starting with the build quality, which is excellent, and continuing with the setup experience, the mobile app, the PC app, the way things just work in general, and the fact that it has this dual lens functionality just makes it a product that I believe will make many users happy. Personally, I'm gonna be replacing one of my Dahua outdoor cameras, which overlooks a main entrance, with this Reolink because it's so much nicer to use, and if you're looking to get one, please use the link in the description of the video. If you found the video useful, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to support me making more videos like this one, you can do it on my Patreon with as little as $1 per month. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you next time.